Vasyl Lomachenko is already a two-time Olympic gold medalist. Many question my decision to rank Lomachenko in my top 10 pound-for-pound fighters when he had just one professional fight. People asked, "What are you thinking? How can you do that?" But I stood by my choice, believing time would prove me right. And it did. Vasyly's strength comes from his roots. His mother was a gymnast and his father, a boxing trainer, began coaching him when he was just a baby. "I started training at 4 years old," Vasyl recalls. "My father is the best, and I believe I'm the best too." His father's influence is undeniable. He was the mastermind behind shaping Vasyl into the champion he is today. From a young age, Vasyl excelled in almost every sport he tried. Soccer, swimming, and even traditional Russian dancing, which his father insisted he learn to improve his footwork. It's clear his dad had a vision, meticulously crafting a future champion. By the time Vasyl entered the professional boxing scene, he was more than ready to compete for a title. In just his second pro fight, Vasyl faced Orlando Salido for the vacant WBO featherweight championship. It was a tough challenge for the relatively inexperienced Lomachenko, going up against a seasoned champion. The fight started with Vasyl dominating, but it quickly turned messy. Salido repeatedly landed low blows, 41 of them, to be exact, without a single-point deduction. Commentator Roy Jones Jr. couldn't believe it, calling out the referee for missing what everyone else saw. Despite the dirty tactics, Vasyl pushed through, though he lost by split decision. That fight, though frustrating, became a valuable lesson for Vasyl. It prepared him for the rough tactics of future opponents and hardened him for the challenges ahead. As an amateur, Vasyl had an incredible record of 396 wins and just one loss. He's one of the few boxers to win 2 Olympic gold medals back-to-back, a feat as rare as having a LeBron James and a Kobe Bryant emerge in the same era. In his third professional fight, Vasyl faced Gary Russell Jr., who was undefeated in 24 fights. Many doubted Vasyl, thinking his limited pro experience would be his downfall. "He's only had 2 fights," they said. "We've got tricks he's not ready for." But Vasyl proved them wrong, dismantling Russell with precision and skill. Watching him fight, it was clear he was something special. Vasyl Lomachenko's journey is a testament to his talent, discipline, and the unwavering support of his family. From his early days in Odessa to his rise as a boxing phenom, he's shown the world why he belongs among the greats. And this is only the beginning. Vasyl Lomachenko defies the laws of gravity. Well, not literally, but in the ring, he makes it seem like he can bend the rules. When he fought Gary Russell Jr., he didn't just win, he dominated. From the opening bell to the final seconds, Lomachenko was in complete control. He moved in, stepped around, ducked under Russell's punches, and never stayed still, even when working in close quarters. Russell barely landed a punch, connecting with a pitiful 10 punches in the entire fight. Round after round, Lomachenko showcased his speed, precision, and creativity. He fired off combinations, landed a sharp left uppercut, and completely outclassed his opponent. By the end, he handed Russell his first professional loss, securing a world title in just his third pro fight. It was a masterclass performance that left no doubt about Lomachenko's skill and determination. Lomachenko's success isn't accidental. It's the result of years of meticulous training and a unique approach to the sport. His father, a boxing trainer with a mad scientist mentality, started training him as a child. Their methods are unorthodox, but incredibly effective. To build stamina, Vasyl practices holding his breath underwater, with a personal record of 4.5 minutes. Instead of standard 12-round sparring sessions, they go 15 rounds, with 4-minute rounds and only 30 seconds of rest in between. It's grueling, but it's what sets Lomachenko apart. In his fourth fight, Lomachenko faced the WBO Asia-Pacific champion, a fighter with an impressive record of 51 wins and just one loss. Many consider Lomachenko the greatest amateur boxer of all time, with only one loss in his amateur career, a loss he avenged twice. Now, as a pro, he was ready to prove himself against the best. Roy Jones Jr., a boxing legend himself, was in awe of Lomachenko's ring IQ. He marveled at how Vasyl could move around the ring without ever touching the ropes, circling his opponent with flawless footwork. Lomachenko is a combination of styles: a pressure fighter, a power puncher, and a fleet-footed escape artist. He adapts to his opponent's weaknesses and exploits them with surgical precision. Against the Asia-Pacific champion, Lomachenko put on a true exhibition of greatness. His hands moved like lightning, his reflexes were razor-sharp, and his footwork was mesmerizing. It was the first time in 53 fights that his opponent had been knocked down, and the first time in 3 fights that Lomachenko had faced such a challenge. Yet, he rose to the occasion, winning by unanimous decision and retaining his WBO world title. Lomachenko's approach to boxing is simple. He only wants meaningful fights. No padding his record with easy wins. He's here to prove he's the best, and his technical skill is unmatched. Some compare him to a young Muhammad Ali, and it's easy to see why. Lomachenko is a nightmare for his opponents, frustrating them with his speed, angles, and ability to disappear right before their eyes. His fast-twitch muscles and lightning-quick reflexes make him a joy to watch for boxing purists. He's already cracked the top 5 pound-for-pound rankings, and for good reason. Lomachenko can cut angles like no one else, standing right in front of you 1 second and spinning behind you the next. His combinations are blindingly fast, and his ability to switch stances mid-fight leaves opponents bewildered. In short, Vasyl Lomachenko isn't just a boxer, he's an artist. His fights are a display of skill, intelligence, and athleticism that we rarely see in the sport. And at the rate he's going, he's only just getting started. Vasyl Lomachenko does things in the ring that leave even seasoned boxing fans scratching their heads. Watching him, I often find myself asking, how does he do that? How do you even practice that? His fluid movement and ability to dance around the ring make it seem like he's always in the right place at the right time. It's like he has a sixth sense for positioning. In one of his fights, Rodriguez hit the canvas twice, and by the count of 9, it was over. Lomachenko won by knockout, retaining his WBO featherweight title. It was another display of his dominance, another reminder of why he's considered one of the best. What's fascinating about Lomachenko isn't just his in-ring performance, but also his training. The drills he posts online are unlike anything you'd see from a typical boxer. His father, the mastermind behind his success, designs exercises that blend physical and mental challenges. You need to switch from muscle work to intelligence work, Lomachenko explains. His regimen includes skating, juggling, tennis, and even gymnastics, anything that can enhance his boxing skills. It's not just about throwing punches. It's about developing agility, reflexes, and creativity. His footwork is so precise, so fluid, that it's almost like watching a dancer. And while some might call his methods unconventional, there's no denying their effectiveness. In his 7th professional fight, Lomachenko moved up in weight to face Rocky Martinez, the junior lightweight champion. Martinez was no pushover, but Lomachenko's technique was simply too much. His precision, timing, and ability to adapt made him unstoppable. Next, he took on Nicholas Walters, an undefeated knockout artist. Walters was a star in his own right, known for his power and aggression, but Lomachenko turned the fight into a boxing clinic. He dominated from the opening bell, leaving Walters frustrated and outclassed. By the 7th round, Walters had had enough. He quit on his stool, a rare sight in boxing, especially for a champion. This wasn't just a win, it was a statement. Lomachenko's ability to break his opponents was unparalleled. He doesn't just beat them, he humbles them. And he does it with a style that's as unorthodox as it is effective. He switches stances, moves with lightning speed, and always seems to be one step ahead. Lomachenko's rise has been meteoric. By his 12th fight, he was already being recognized as the best boxer in the world. ESPN, The Ring Magazine, and the Boxing Writers Association of America all ranked him as the pound-for-pound king. His record might not show a lot of fights, but every bout has been against top-tier competition. He's not interested in padding his record with easy wins. He wants challenges, and he's willing to take on anyone. When other belt holders in his division refused to fight him, he defended his title against Jason Sosa, another tough opponent. Once again, Lomachenko made his opponent quit on the stool. For the third straight time, an opponent gave up mid-fight. It's become such a common occurrence that fans have started calling it the Lomachenko effect, a nod to the famous no-mas moment in boxing history. Lomachenko's combination of speed, defense, and offensive prowess is unmatched. He breaks his opponents down mentally and physically, leaving them with no choice but to surrender. He's not just winning fights. He's redefining what it means to be a champion. In a historic matchup, Lomachenko faced another two-time Olympic gold medalist, a first in boxing history. Once again, he showcases brilliance, dodging punches, landing precise combinations, and proving why he's considered the best. Vasyl Lomachenko isn't just a boxer, he's a phenomenon. His skill, dedication, and innovative approach to the sport have made him a legend in the making. And the best part? He's just getting started. Vasyl Lomachenko's ability to dodge punches is so extraordinary that it's earned him the nickname The Matrix, just like Neo in the movies. Lomachenko seems to bend and weave around his opponent's attacks, making the impossible look effortless. His opponents often find themselves so overwhelmed that they quit on their stool, submitting to his sheer dominance. One fan even coined a new term for it, Nomasenko. By his 11th fight, Lomachenko had already won his third world title, moving up from 130 pounds to 135 pounds. His next challenge was Jorge Linares, the reigning lightweight world champion and the #1 fighter in the division. Many wondered if Lomachenko had bitten off more than he could chew this time. The fight was a thrilling back-and-forth battle. Lomachenko's skill was undeniable, but Linares had a significant size and power advantage. In the 6th round, Lomachenko faced a moment of adversity when Linares landed a clean right hand, sending him to the canvas for the first time in his career. But true to his character, Lomachenko got right back up, showing resilience and determination. The momentum shifted, and Linares went on the attack, but Lomachenko weathered the storm. In the 10th round, he delivered a devastating combination, culminating in a brutal body shot that dropped Linares. The fight was over. Lomachenko had done it again, becoming the fastest fighter in history to win world titles in 3 different weight divisions. But Lomachenko wasn't done yet. He set his sights on unifying the lightweight belts, facing Jose Pedraza next. The fight was a masterclass in precision and control. Lomachenko landed an astonishing 46% of his power punches, showcasing his accuracy and timing. He dropped Pedraza in the 11th round with a crushing uppercut, securing a dominant victory and unifying the WBA and WBO lightweight titles. Lomachenko's dominance continued as he dismantled Anthony Crolla in just 4 rounds, proving once again why he's considered one of the best fighters of his generation. His timing, footwork, and ability to read his opponents are unmatched. As he moved up to his 4th weight class, he faced Luke Campbell, a much larger fighter. But size didn't matter. Lomachenko's skill and movement were too much. He glided around the ring, landing sharp combinations and body shots, chopping down the bigger man with ease. Lomachenko's footwork is often compared to ballet, and it's easy to see why. He's always one step ahead, anticipating his opponent's moves and countering with precision. His ability to dictate the pace of a fight, stay aggressive, and land punishing shots has solidified his place as the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. Experts and fans alike marvel at his talent, and the question now is how high he'll climb on the all-time greats list. Vasyl Lomachenko, the Matrix, continues to redefine what's possible in boxing. With each fight, he proves that he's not just a champion. He's a once-in-a-generation talent. And the best part, he's still hungry for more.